goodness. You a wild dog? See here. We're setting up the old MSR Hubba Hubba 2-person. It's a fair weather tent because the rainfly has delaminated, excuse me, and it has no rainfly now. But I love this tent. This is my first tent. Marla Rope Burns gave it to me. She gave me a lot of knowledge, a lot of patience, a lot of skills, a lot of kindness. She gave me a whole lot. That's what I hope I can be for some of the folks I work with. It's not something I strive. I feel like you can't force it, but I do hope that I emulate that by how I treat people and how I take time for people. And if folks ask me how to do a skill, I try to make the time to teach them, and or at least talk with them about it. So yeah, I hope to be like Marla one day. She's pretty badass. If I could be like half as cool as her, I'd be doing all right. But anyway, she gave me this tent. I think I said that, but Gibbs, come here. We're staying over here. I know there's another puppy over there. Come on. It's been a minute since I used this tent. This for you? Oh yeah, so good. Good girl, go ahead. Hot. It's still hot. had dreams that I was somewhere in a crowd and it just smelled like, someone smelled like poop. And then I realized Gibby's butt was in my face. And she was farting. I woke up and heard an audible little like blip. I was like, no. You can just straight up, I don't even know you can call it crop dusting. Just straight up tooting in my face all night. It was so rude. So rude. And then she proceeded to toot all morning too. I guess that's her way of trying to make me let her out of the tent. You. You're eating something. You're out of water. Anything back next? Oh, yeah. Alright, no doubt. Here we go. There you go. What are you doing? It for sure feels like fall. Yesterday was beautiful. Sunny, blue skies, really, really pretty clouds. And today called for more of the same, but it's fog city out there. I can't see probably. Just toot. I can't see probably more than like 20 feet out. 30? Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. 30 feet? Not very far. But yeah, it's beautiful here. This is the shortest little paddle I did. It probably was like a 10-minute paddle from the boat launch to here, but I really wanted to play with the new boat. I just picked up a boat yesterday from Racket River Outfitters. Shout out. It's beautiful. It's an older boat. It's a Mad River Explorer 16-foot with wooden gunnels, and it's beautiful. I guess they've had it for a while, and it's like from the 90s when they made them in Vermont still, is what Anne from Racket River was saying. It's really pretty though. It's like a creamy white, and it's got this beautiful kind of deep mahogany wood gunnel, wood trim. It's been in their barn, so it's in really good condition. Although one of the seats, the bow seat, the front seat, the caning is, I think it's old and brittle. It started to crack. I was sitting on it and paddling yesterday, so I'll get to learn how to do that, which will be cool, to recane the seat. But yeah, it's beautiful. I'm afraid I'm going to burn my mouth. I really want to drink this, but I think I'm going to burn my mouth. Let's see. Not so bad, but super delicious. Peppermint tea. Yeah, it's definitely fall. I looked at the forecast and was like, it'll be fine. And I'm comfortable enough. It's definitely a little chilly this morning, especially with it being so foggy and no sun. It's so pretty though, eh? Like the fog like this is its own kind of pretty. I love it. I love it. Fortunately, it's not far. Oh, I can start to see trees now. Oh, it's just starting to come through. I can see some trees out in front. That's cool. Not very many, but some. Yeah. We slept pretty well. Gibby was tooting in my face. What do you see? Come here. Come here. She's tough. Watch out. Yeah, Gibby was tooting in my face all night. I woke up to a little human sounding fart, just like, I was like, what? Who did that? And then I realized it was Gibby. And that it was in my face. She's a sweetheart. She's a good girl. She's so good at tent. She loves it. We went to bed. We got in the tent at like, I think it was like 7:45 last night. She was so hyped. Walked over the tent, looked back at me. I didn't have a fire last night. I'm staying on an island. This is a little island campsite, and so I figured to be pit clean, and it's pretty pit clean. So I didn't feel like cutting down and processing up a tree, like a small tree. But so we just had dinner and then hopped in the tent. It was pretty. The stars were bright. Could see them through the canopy above me. I mean, they're just pines and spruce, but still really pretty. But yeah, we were in early. I think I must have gone to bed around, like, fallen asleep around 9:30. I remember hearing my phone buzz, and it was Lena, and I didn't answer because I didn't know it was Lena, but this morning I found out it was Lena. I didn't answer because I was just like kind of in that like half slumber, like half asleep state, and I was like, no, I can't. But yeah, I slept really well. We got up this morning at like 5:30 maybe, and just kind of tried to go back to sleep but couldn't really, so we kind of lounged. It was nice. Only thing would have been better if the old Lean Bean was with me, but she played a show in the city last night. She's a rock star. She said it went really well. She had a lot of fun. I'm glad. Yeah, I wish she could have been with me though. It's one of those things, like, just always like trying to live in gratitude, and you know, coming out here solo. It's pretty cool. I mean, I was with Gibbs, so I suppose not completely solo, but without Lena, I guess I should say. And it sucks. Like, I want Lena to be with me, and I also appreciate time alone. And I also love adventures more when she's with me, so, you know, I think I definitely missed her last night. But yeah, it just makes me feel grateful to have a partner who is so kind and warm and patient and loving and willing to go on adventures. Like, that's a big thing for me. And I tell Lena all the time I'm grateful that she'll just kind of like follow me wherever I say, hey, let's go. And she's like, all right. She just trusts me, and that makes me feel good, makes me feel like she trusts me and loves me and wants to you know, support me. So I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, so grateful for the Lean Bean this morning. Oh, some squirrels playing tag. Yeah, grateful that, you know, we have the relationship where we can operate independently. For a long time, I didn't feel like I could. I felt like to show love, I had to be like, I'll do everything with you all the time. And growing up and maturing in that relationship, I realized, no, we can have our separate space and have our separate interests. And not that this is not an interest of Lena's, but we can do our separate things and still, you know, it doesn't mean we don't love each other. It's not a strong relationship. We started out working, living, playing together. Like, I met her at Green Chimneys my first day. I moved to New York. And then after like a year and almost a half year and 4 months or something, we started dating, and then I got kicked out of well, I didn't get kicked out, but I had to move because there was a massive water leak at this place I was staying, and they were just going to close down the facility because it was not in use anyway. And so I moved in with her. So then we worked together, and then we lived together, and then, like, obviously we were dating, so we did fun things together and hikes, and, you know, free time, downtime was spent together. So we spent 5 years doing that, which is, well, I guess four and some change. 4, yeah. And it was awesome. It was so cool. It was such a special time to be able to, like, pardon me, to be able to be with the person you love most all, like, majority of the time. So good. So good. We had built in, like, alone time. Like, we had, like, offset schedules, so we had a day or two where we didn't work the same day, but it was so nice. I loved it. Getting to know that lean bean was the coolest thing I've ever done. It's worked out pretty well so far, hey? But yeah, just feeling grateful this morning. The clouds, I can literally see the clouds, just like, it's just the fog, so the cloud coming at me like it's blowing in my direction, the wind, and it's just like, it looks like, you know, like smoke from a fire, but it's just the clouds, the fog, like being blown past me. It's really cool. Yeah, gonna finish up this tea as much as I want, I suppose. Pack up the rest of the way, get the new to me boat in the water. Oh, and I have my paddle that I made. I'm using my paddle. Gibby was being weird yesterday, so she was like, you know, I was paddling and she was in my legs and like against my chest, so I was like paddling funky, but it works well. I like it. It's heavy. It's definitely heavy, which I knew. It's so heavy. I think it's a pound heavier than my other paddle that was just, like, you know, commercially made. My father-in-law bought it for me in a garage sale. It's a really nice paddle. I love it. But that one is so much. This one's, I think, literally, I measured it or weighed it. I think the other one was like a pound 4 ounces. This one's like 2 pound 8 ounces. So she's pretty stout. She's hefty girl, just like her user, I guess. But I love it. It's beautiful and it feels good in the hands and feels like badass with our first canoe. It feels really cool to be using it. So I'm glad for that. So yeah, just gonna finish up this tea and finish packing up, and then we'll hit the water. Take a look and see if you can see those trees.